How's it going?
How are you?
Good, I'm good. So we're making a website where we promote critical thinking, and we're just asking people their opinions on sort of like hot button issues. So do you have anything that you feel strongly about?
I'm for gay marriage.
You're for gay marriage, okay?
Absolutely.
And I mean, why do you think this is even an issue?
I believe that religion and other organizations brainwash people to believe that things are bad just to fit their political agenda, when really in reality it shouldn't even be an issue because, it's our human rights. Religion shouldn't even be involved in that.
I mean, why do you think that religious people don't like gay people?
Ignorance. Complete ignorance. Because those are one of the things I just can't even fathom or wrap my head around because I don't understand it. And I've tried to understand it, and I've talked to people who are like really religious and we're like, the whole like, yes, I'm Prop 8. I can't even get where they're coming from. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it.
I mean, did you grow up with a religion, or are you religious at all? Or
Actually,
how do you feel about God?
I believe in God, and I'm not like one of those like. I grew up. My dad was Jewish and my mom was Christian, so I went to temple and I went to church. I went to temple for preschool, so I've been like raised and been around religion, but yet it didn't affect me in that way that I hate people or believe in taking rights away from people.
Do you know if the Bible has anything to say about homosexuality?
It does, but it's only in the First Testament, when actually Jesus never said anything. He never said anything regarding marriage in general, and he never said anything about homosexuality being any kind of sin. It was just in the first part of the Bible.
What does the First Testament say about it?
It says that if a man lies with a man, that it's an abomination and stuff like that. But it also says, like, if you wear I think it's like two different kinds of like fabric or whatever, you should be stoned to death.
So no polycotton blends?
No, exactly. Like, it has all these other crazy things that if you do this or if you do something on like Saturday or Sunday, you should be stoned to death. And yet, people are just kind of picking and choosing what they want to listen to. It's like, well, we're going to take that, but don't worry about that. Adultery, nah, you're not going to get stoned to death.
I mean, why do you think somebody would say gay marriage is wrong based on what the Bible says, but when the punishment is to stone people, they're not so much promoting that?
I wish I could get into these people's heads and like think of it, like ask them these questions and just be like, I don't know. It baffles me that just they decide to pick and choose, and then why they take things to the extremes they do, but other things they choose to leave out.
We're going to sort of change gears here, but are you familiar with Kony 2012 at all?
Vaguely.
Vaguely?
I am one of those people. Everyone's like attacking Facebook and going crazy about it, but it's one of those things when I see it becomes a trend, I take a step back and kind of look at it. And from what the research, I haven't done as much research as I'd like to, but from the research I have done, it seems like a real issue. But part of the research I did, it said like, because they are this guy Kony, they put a face to this issue and they put his face. But I did some further research and he actually hasn't even been seen for years. It's rumored that he's been in hiding. So he really has no political or power anymore from what I've heard, and he hasn't been seen, but it's good they're bringing to light this kind of issue, but I just don't know if they're kind of...
Do you have friends that are like up in arms about this?
Yes.
What?
My roommate was like, okay, this day I saw everyone's going to go put posters up at midnight, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Why do you think, I mean, to be honest, everyone thought like you just described, where they saw something and took a step back and thought about it. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this. So, I mean, what do you think is the disconnect between you, who says, I see this thing and I step back and I think about it, and your friend who sees it and goes apeshit?
I wish I could tell you. I feel like, I don't want to say, because I feel like this could like kind of stir something up. I don't want to say it's the level of education, but you kind of just, the way you think about things, you need to really, even if it seems like a good idea, you really need to evaluate those kinds of things and put some more research into just, I saw this video and that's what's real. You really need to do some more research and get an idea of what it is before you just go gung-ho for something.
When you say level of education, do you mean actual like school, like college, or what do you mean?
But the way you educate yourself and the way you go about researching things, not just taking the first thing you hear and that's fact. Like, you only listen to you only listen to Fox or you only listen to NBC. You know what I mean? You got to immerse yourself in all the different kinds of sources.
So, I mean, I'm assuming these people that you know are also in school, right?
Yes.
And that doesn't seem to help them.
No.
Okay.
I have to kind of shake them and be like, okay, look at this. Take a step back. Let's look at the big picture.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
You did great. Thank you.